do 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 do. Mm. Do 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 do. So probably about 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. I mean 7 o'clock. I'll be going over the results here. So, oh, there's people already here. So that's like that. So it's always good to know. I'm glad that to like us again. So, hello, Julian Fernandez. Again, so that you're here. So, and but I'll start at 7 o'clock. So with that, so you can have some cookies or whatever that you what your favorite snack, whatever that you're having right now. So play a song on the piano. Oh, because my piano. No, that's for the wife. I have no musical talent like that. So, you know. So but I'm just kind of put up the stream just to kind of make sure that everything is kind of working correct when I go through the results of this big election, the most important election of all. So, let's see. Don't want to get too much in my face there because that can ruin the whole thing. But I have the results here, so like that. But I will not start. I'll start with the ninth grade about 7 o'clock in here. So, mine is saying again, thank you, welcome, glad you're here. So, in this kind of momentous occasion, we have three grades that go over class officers, and then we got the overall, you know, student council, secretary, vice president, and president. That will be announced last in here. Let me go over some of these numbers again because some of them are very tight in here. So that's the okay. All right, so let's love it. So hopefully, hello, Athea. So like that, I don't know if you're ninth grade or 10th grade. Some of you I don't know, but glad to see you. Maybe some of you are in student council too as well. So glad that you're part of it. I see that Noah Jew is here. Ooh, Noah Jew. Noah Jew, you've been campaigning very good, I have to see. So I see you got some fans here already in the chat. So, so wait on here. So and it's great to see you, Noah. How active you've been in student council, and that you're kind of really, have a lot of good ideas. So, oh, okay, that's Chanel. I don't know any of your names. Hopefully, I'm back on. Oh my God, they're trying to turn me off. I'm back on. Everything, do I have my batteries? Everything is like, okay, all right. So I'm back on. So, I'm back on. Oh, thanks. Thanks, honey. Just a message to the wife. The third one. So, in here. So what is it? 6:55. Once again. So we got Chanel is in here. So she's one of the ones running for president. So like that. So in a very close race with Luke Briley and Carly Ann Underwood. So on there. So that's on here. So on here. The frog who happens to be that. I guess you guys know who the frog is like that. So So uh, Dr. Ware is in the house, everybody. So like again, you gotta give him a hand. So somebody give him applause here. So give Dr. Ware applause as we're counting down on this very tight election and this very important election for the school year. There's a lot of things to do. I'm already thinking that student council, I don't think we're going to have to check out with the new officers how we're going to meet. I don't think we're going to be able to meet as a general student council tomorrow at lunch. Just FYI in here. So, and again, I will start, soon. I have to wait till the polls officially close at 7, and I will start announcing results. I don't want to start announcing results and people are still out there voting. And I know some of you are like, oh, but Mr. Price, voting was over at 9 a.m. like that. Just saying. So like that. That's how we play things here. So I hope everybody's having a good evening so that you're doing your homework. You're getting ready for meet the parents, like that, So for tomorrow night, make sure you encourage your parentals to come out. Make sure you show their schedule so they're not confused. Parents are very busy, so help them out. Help some parents out there, okay? That's what I say. I know Noah and Chanel and whoever's already in here looking at this are like, look, just get to the results. Come on, I want to know if I won, if I'm El Presidente, if I'm dictator for life. Only for a school year. Only for a school year. All right. Not dictator for life. So 2 more minutes and we'll start announcing some results. I know some of you are excited there. Glad to have people in chat. So definitely a lot more views than my movie review show. I've always laughed about that. Sometimes we get 2 viewers, 3, and we usually get more dislikes or thumbs down than thumbs up. And then viewership. I don't know how that happens. I don't know why it's like, 7 thumbs down and there's only 3 viewers. So just, for the people in I have a bad movie review show with a lot of my ex-students in here. So in here. Burgess. So that's cool. 6:59 here. So glad to see people. I don't know who's viewing, so like that and everything, who's commenting. Mr. Price, the critics. Movies of what I always say are very subjective, and I just like talking about movies and, maybe media, what's on television with the students that I had here before, like Dre and Cameron. So I just love doing that. So, it's always like, good to talk to them. And we're not experts. We just like enjoy it as a hobby, like some of you do. Okay. Thank you, Zoe, for, look at the camera. Once again, it's got portrait mode. Okay. All right. Sorry. So I just want to get a good view. I don't want to get too much of a good view. Oh my God. So yes, I know it's 7:00. You like, go ahead. It's 7:00. Go ahead and start with the results. Stop looking at your balding head, Mr. Price, and just go ahead and just, announce some results. Okay, 9th grade. All right. So 9th grade, we've already had Juan Diego Ramirez Lugo, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know, whatever, as vice president, because I was trying to tell the 9th graders, do you want to, maybe run for vice president? No, they all want to run for president. So how this is going to work is that, thank you, Dr. Ware, for the support. I told them to do that the most votes to the 9th graders will become president. The second most will be secretary, and the third will be parliamentary. So all of them are going to be officers, and they're going to be working together. Okay, so does everybody got that? So for the 9th graders, so So here are the results right here. I like to say, who did the ninth graders pick for El Presidente, the person they want to command and lead them in this new school, who wants to like, hey, I represent you. I am amongst you, other people here. So without further ado, the president of the ninth graders here. This is president of the ninth grade. That's president of the ninth grade. Will be Caton Bates. That's Caton Bates, everybody. Caton Bates is the president of the ninth grade. President Caton Bates. That kid. He kind of looks like, that kid. And the secretary, who actually came in second, is, hopefully I'm pronouncing her name. She's always come into my classroom. She's so personable. She's so lively like that. Hopefully she's doing her work and she's good in school, because I'm talking not so much good about her. Is Giselle Abril. Giselle Abril will be the secretary. She got the second most votes like that. So somebody can always correct me phonetically into the chat if I might say that. Giselle Abril is the especially maybe one of the teachers or something like that, is the secretary, got the second most votes. All right. And the powerful parliamentary kind of came into a close third, because all three of them were really close there. That is Naaman or Naman Batra, if I'm pronouncing his name right. Now, he is had a fabulous speech along with Caton. Giselle had a good speech too, but he is really someone to look out for in the student council and into leadership as well. So, all right. So Naaman Lights, again, you will be the parliamentary. I want all my ninth graders to work as a team, because you guys are just great leaders that ran for office here. So Juan Diego is the vice president. We got parliamentary is Naaman, and secretary Giselle. Okay. All right. So let's, that's the ones there for the all, and Kate is the president. So that Caton Bates is the president, one who raised all the funds for 2 billion kids or something like that. He got some kind of food supply, something like that, and everything. That was, fantastic. All right. So I guess we'll move on to the 10th grade. So we'll move on to the 10th grade, and we'll slowly, numbers are coming in. I know you're are coming in for the president, the vice president, the secretary of the executive office here. Okay. So the sophomores. All right. So nobody running against for secretary. So it's going to be Helen Diego. She's going to be the secretary. So on here. So just want to tell everybody that. So she's going to be the secretary. Helen Diego is the secretary. So, all right. Got that? Everybody got that? All right. So vice president, we had 3 people running here for vice president. So you had a lot of people running here for vice. Once again, on here. So we had Gigi running for both for the vice and the secretary for the executive too. So Gigi, we had Ashna, who I always confuse with Anya. I apologize. They get mad at me, but I'm pretty sure everybody gets them kind of confused because they hang around each other. So like that, they're good buds. And Danny, who was in the talent show, who's very personal, is, with all the kiddies. So 10th grade, I don't know if there's any 10th graders here. So like that and everything. So right now we have 4 vice president who won in a very close election, because there's 3 of them, because all of you guys were supporting each other. Is Danny Panzo is the vice president. Danny Panzo wins the vice president. That's Danny Panzo. All right. She wins the vice president. Now for president, we have Anya Dar, who I confused with Ashna. Anya is very, again, active, in student council. And who I'm referred to as JD, again. So Jayadev. I'm pretty sure I'm mispronouncing that. He's running against Anya this year for like, president. Okay, so sorry about that. So like messing up your name there, JD. Sorry, like that. So versus Anya. So the president of the 10th grade, who will be kind of leading the 10th grade into second year action, assert themselves, say, look, Mr. Price, we want to play all kinds of, Drake at the dance, this October here, so like that. So, or who we want to like, have, you know, um, I don't know, indoor, hockey or something like that and everything. So in here will be JD. JD is the winner of, he's the president of the 10th grade. So some people are already, I don't know, did somebody see the sheet? Man, you guys were just confident that JD was going to, like, usually it's worked out fine. So like that. So I'm back on. I'm back on. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I'm back. I'm back. So I don't what's going on here is, you know, trying to see, like I said, make everything stable here. So I'm back on. Back on. Okay. All right. So that means we need to get to the 11th grade. And the 11th grade is, we had a lot of people running for office here. So like that, a lot of people, for different offices. The first ones we're going to get to is secretary in here. And that kid who spoke up for Carly Ann here, that Jacob Hodges kid. All right. He's going to be the secretary of the 11th grade. Okay. Yeah, JD did break the internet. He did. So Jacob Hodges, he's a fine young man. So like that. So one day I'll grow up to be him. So like that. So he is the secretary on it. Now in a four-way race here for vice president, four-way race for vice president here. We had there Leo Bai trying to be reelected for his office. Let's see if he was able to hold it out. So we love Mr. Leo Bai. Journey Warren, who's always making good on the announcements, who's active in a lot of different clubs, like in here. Danny Fierro, always friendly Danny, and Jacob Colson there. So always steady Jacob. All right, and the winner in a very, very close race of between 2 or 3 votes of each one, who's going to be the vice president of the 11th grade, will be, let me see here. All right, Danny Fierro. Danny Fierro is the vice president of the 11th grade. Congratulations to you, Danny. So hopefully maybe you're out there, so like that. Now, president, another 3-way race. We got 3 excellent candidates here. We got Ashley, Rachel Ray's here, so like that. So she's running. So I don't know if she's the real Rachel, or I don't know, there's some kind of conflict or brouhaha running between the Rachels, I believe, so like that. But so I'll just call her Ashley. Ryan Stauffer, who is always very personable. He's a man of the people, interjecting sometimes his knowledge and his, sharing it with everybody here. So we got Ashley, Ryan, and of course Will Frazier, the man with the smile, like that. So a man who could probably sell anything to anybody. All right, because he's smiling, he's personable, he's out there, he's wearing that tropical shirt. You're like, hey, I just want to have some orange juice or some punch with this guy. So you think like, hey, like again. So it's Will Frazier. He's got to be, he's a good guy. Once again, on here. Now, but there can only be one, as they say, in the Highlander, if you know that movie. So, and the one is returning as officer is Ashley Reyes. Ashley Reyes is the 11th grade president this year. Ashley Reyes is the 11th grade president. All right. So, all right. So, and that was a very tight race again between separating each of these, candidates by 4 votes and 3 votes on here. So, but Ashley is able to win. So, Ashley, Rachel, Reyes wins that. So, all right. So, are there any more Do we have any more, like, again, results that we need to like talk about? That's all I'm asking. Is there any more results I need to talk about as far as his election? Anything else? We got all the great officers. Is there anything else? Does anybody want to know, like, it says, is that about it? Is there anything else that I need to announce as far as like with the winners on here? So I'll just, yes, thank you, Noah. I was waiting for like, somebody to say that. Okay, all right. So now, for secretary, we had Ratika versus Gigi, like Ratika Rivera versus Gigi, and this was a very tight race here. So, and I had to count these votes, I guess about 3 times. Okay, because this is how close this voting was for the secretary in here. So in here, and because there was 2 of them voting and all the school was voting, each one of them got over 100 votes. Each one of these candidates got over 100 votes. All right, in here. So the new executive secretary, and this is why voting counts, ladies and gentlemen. This is why voting by 4 votes is Gigi Sangavarkarol. Once again, so sorry, Gigi. I know you've had 2 siblings here, and you're like, Mr. Price, get the last name correct. Okay, so and I'll work on that. All right. So Gigi, like I say, very good. By your once again, 4 votes for you. So that was excellent like that. So and every vote counts. Every vote counts. So each one of those candidates had over, 100 votes. Each one of them got over 100 votes. 100 votes, ladies and gentlemen. So like that. So that was a tight election. So vice president, we had Kayla Williams, fantastic young lady. Once again, Perla Mathis, once again, so who stepped up and wanted to be a search. Hey, I want to run for vice president. And that some kid named Noah Jew. I don't know if you know him, but he ran for vice president. So, and he ran a pretty good campaign. I don't know if it was good enough to win, though, to being vice president. Yeah, you should be nervous, Noah. I will tell you this right now. So, because you got to think you're working against, 11th graders here, and they have the advantage over you, Noah. So, you tried your best, Noah. Once again, everything, and so I have to give you a lot of A for effort for campaigning real good. But in the end, you won. You're vice president. Okay, so it all worked out for you. Way to go, Noah. Way to go. Congratulations, Noah. You're the vice president of the whole school. Way to go. All right. Way to go, Noah. Okay. Cool. All right. So just one decision left. And we had Luke Briley, Chanel White, Carly Ann Underwood, 3 top candidates for the whole school. I love that Luke threw his hat in. Nice again. So each one of them got a lot of votes, So, but before I tell you the results, I like to go, read a poem to you. Okay. So I like to, again, it's not too long, it's only 2 pages. So I'll start with this poem in here. So like that. So the sun has often shone the light of day. The night has often darkened the deepest shades of the evening. All right. Don't worry, there's only about 50 more lines here. Okay, like that. And okay, all right. Enough of that. All right, enough of that. All right. So I'm excited about really like who's going to be the okay, Tatur. I'm really excited about the person that who won the presidency. I cannot say enough about Luke Briley's speech. His speech was probably just really it just blew me away as far as again, and it was very short, concise, but very on the point. So Luke really did a good job on his speech. Chanel has always been a very good person to participate, once again, in student council, but not participate in the talent show. But I am definitely going to get her in the talent show. Carly Ann has always been active in student council, leading as president in the 10th grade in here, doing working with PTSA, doing so many wonderful things. But as you know, there can only be one winner. And it's not like the other two are any type of losers for sure. They are really great. Love Luke to be in student council. Love Chanel being student council. Love being Carly Ann in student council as well. So like that. Uh, so it is really, good for all three of them to be in there. So I hope everybody is having a good time this evening. So again, I think maybe if I can stay on, if I can delay this about 2 more minutes, I think they'll start funding my channel here. So just be patient. So I'm kidding, of course. And there'll be no, I'm the only person that owes YouTube, So just want to tell you that. Oh, thank you. Oh my God, I'm getting the sleepy stuff here. Okay, all right, excuse me. So thank you, Noah, for again, see, I can always depend on him. So, and some people are, I'm getting a disease. I can't believe this. I'm getting the sleepy Z's. Oh my God. Ow. Oh my God. All right. All right. We have homework to do. All right. So, well, you should use your time wisely. That's what I always say. Rock to me is more. All right. Well, let's look, close election, school-wide election, all the kids. We had a great turn, probably about with all the grades, you're talking about 99. I calculate about all the numbers that were here today. This is about really 98% kind of voting here. All right. So here we go. I say on here. So I'm going to announce the winners like that. So I'm tired of the sleepies and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to tell you who's going to be the next president, of student council for the STEM school for 2022-23 school year. All right. So just hang on in there. All right. So coming in third place. All right. Coming in third place. It's coming in third place, like I say in there. So a lot of votes, like again in here. So and just did a really excellent job. And I'm glad that he's came to our school in the 10th grade. So that would be Mr. Luke Briley. Luke Briley came in third, but he really got a lot of the votes, like again in here. So coming to his campaign. So Luke Briley is third. So now we're down to two. All right. So it's Carly Ann and Chanel. All right. And they did not both get over 100 votes because Luke got so many votes here too as well. So, but they did get a lot of votes in this way. So, so I'm going to announce the winner who won between Chanel White and Carly Ann Underwood here. So, you guys don't want to hear my poem again? Come on. Oh man, I think it was. I thought it had a good start there. Even Noah Jew is already saying no. Oh my goodness. So, all right, somebody's heart. People are having palpitations here. All right, so very close vote. I always say that tell all the candidates that the seniors and the freshmen are really the key to people winning on here. So like that. So Zoe, I'm just building up the suspense here of who won. Can you give me a break? Give me about 15 more minutes. Okay. That's all I'm asking. Just give me 15 more minutes. All right. So the president of student council for the 2022-23. Can't wait for this, work with this young lady. I'll give you some hints. She served in student council. All right, that should like that. So this young lady served in student council. This young lady has gone to our school as again for the past 2 years. So I think you probably know who I'm talking about. I say again in this way, and they both, again, I mean, this young lady, has, she's very conscientious. She studies hard. This young lady is respected by the faculty. This young lady, she's, in the 11th grade. Okay. So, yes, it's it's obvious now. This young lady, like, this young lady has me as a teacher this year. So, like that. So, we were doing so, and so I'm giving you all the hints of about who won. I don't understand it. You can kind of deduce by all these great hints. Okay. All right. So this young lady, you often will see them in the commons. Sometimes this young lady you'll see, outside at the basketball courts. So uh I think, again, um, this young lady is like, has a lot of friends. So like that in this way. So that's all I have to say about that. All right. So that way you kind of know I'm kind of giving out the hint who's the president. Okay. So without further ado, okay, on here before the internet crashes again, so on this way. So I would like to say, if you haven't known, like who this young lady is, this leader, this person that we're going to follow into the light, who's going to really make student council even more stronger, better, more improved, kind of the best, once again, year ever is Miss Carly Ann Underwood. Carly Ann Underwood. All right. So she is the president of the student council. Congratulations, Carly Ann Underwood, in a very, very close election. Now, please stay on for my poem, my essay, and my review of all the movies this year so far. Please stay on for the next 2 hours, please. Okay. So congratulations, Carly, like that. So, and we're not going to have a meeting tomorrow. We got to figure some things out about how we're going to meet because of just, so many people getting involved in here. Chanel, you really good job of campaigning too as well. So we have to give Chanel, a lot of praise too. Had to give Luke Briley a lot of praise too for like running as president. So, but congratulations, you deserve it. So I'm making my presentation 20 minutes long as retribution. Review Minions Rise of Gru. I haven't seen Minions. It's a little bit, below my age group. I know everybody can enjoy it, but so I'm gonna do that. So that's what I would say about Rise of Gru. I like Doctor Strange. I like Thor. Likes again. So what else here? Haven't seen Top Gun yet, so like that. So a Lightyear I like that, but there's a few other movies too, like again, but I'm not gonna go through the full review. Congratulations, Carly Ann. And we'll be making those announcements too to remind everybody because I know everybody wasn't able to view this live stream. So I hope all of you guys, yeah. Well, I mean, she has really worked hard and like again, in this campaign and made some very wise decisions too. I think, like I said, me and Carly Ann understand to in as far as running this year, and she had a stiff competition with Chanel and Luke Briley. A lot of stiff competition, but all credit goes to her and all our winners. So we congratulate all our winners. We get the clappy hands for all of them and stuff. So in here. Again, I know you're staying for the poem, but I don't, it's not really fleshed out. So I know you're staying for the poem. I know you're staying for my reviews, but that's going to be for another day at this time. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you in Honors US History. And oh boy, I'm not going to see you in AP US History for sure. Fourth period. Okay. And please, I want to see some of your parents, please, if they have the time, they could take off to kind of, because I would love to see who had, who are these parents that have such great kids. I'm totally serious about this, So, all right. So glad for you, some of you guys joining the chat. Thanks to Dr. Ware for coming in. So I'll be probably I'll probably be going to bed soon because I'm an old man. So so I have old man time. So probably about 9 o'clock. You guys have a good evening. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll kind of talk about all the winners again, and I think all of you guys are winners. You can't lose in an election like this. You just can't lose. That's what I say. You guys have a good evening. This is Mr. Price. I'm signing off, and don't worry, I'll be back reviewing the movies and talking to some kids, and I'll see you guys next year for an election. Hopefully, if I'm still around, I should be around, right? Okay, but anyway, so you guys have a good evening.